Okay, good afternoon. I would like to introduce Lindsay Tullos from American University to Southampton High School students. We're here and we have a counselor. I just would like them to just go across and just let you know what their name is, and hopefully you can hear them because we have a microphone set up over there.
Hi, my name is Julia Dudley. Hi, I'm Miss Martin. I'm Shelby Pearson.
Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Hi.
Hi.
Hey, this is cool. Okay, as you said, my name is Lindsay Tullis, and I'm the Assistant Director here at American University. And I cover two territories. One is Long Island, which is good to talk to you guys today. And my second territory is Texas, so I'm kind of split between the North and the South. I do want to start out apologizing because of the cube life that we live. I had to steal my director's office. And so it's kind of a busy time right now. So if you hear the phone ring, it's not mine. It's our director's, but he did volunteer his office. So I just want to apologize to begin with.
That was nice, though.
That the phone might be going off. But should we go ahead and get started for the day?
Sure, that would be fun.
All right, let's do it. So I have a PowerPoint here. And I'm going to talk quickly about American University. If you have questions, hopefully we'll save time at the end. So the first picture is, of course, around our campus. We are located in Washington, D.C. We're in an area of D.C. called Tinleytown. It's in the northwest corridor of the D.C. Metro. So we're not located right downtown. We're located, like I said, northwest corridor. What's really close to us is going to be, we're right in the middle of all the embassies. We do have an ambassador in residence, so he does live on our campus. He teaches a few courses. So we really take advantage of our location. Also, the National Cathedral is right by us. The Tinleytown Metro stop on the red line of the Metro is close by as well. So from our door to the White House door is probably about a 10-15 minute ride, either via the bus system or the Metro system. So we're not in the kind of the hustle bustle of downtown. We're in a more residential area, but we're still getting the benefits of being in the DC Metro. So our school was officially chartered back in 1893. We were chartered as an act of Congress. And we originally started as a graduate institution. We started with 28 graduate students, and we since have, of course, started letting undergraduates in, but we still have a strong focus on our graduate programs. We have a number of students enrolled. We also have the Washington School of Law. So if the law school is kind of in your future as well, definitely consider us for a law program. Then in 1914, we opened our doors. We have been running since then. We did take a short break during World War II to act as Camp American University to help out with wounded soldiers. That's kind of the main part of campus today. This is our campus quad. Surrounding the grassy green area is going to be most of our academic buildings. We are expanding a little bit. We'll talk about that in a minute. But then kind of on the outside rim of that is going to be where you're finding our residence halls, the gym, more student life activities. But staring straight ahead of us, that's going to be our library, and then all the academic things are kind of sprinkled around the quad. I did mention that we have some new stuff coming in. This is going to be the future of American University. We are opening the doors to East Campus next fall 2016. We're going to have 3 new academic buildings, mostly dealing with physics, computer science, our brand new neuroscience program is going to be there. Those programs are going to go over to East Campus, and then we have 3 new residence halls as well. We're all very excited about this.
Are the residence halls for freshmen, or are they going to be for upper class students?
It's going to be mixed. We're still kind of figuring out where to put everybody. I think it's going to be a preference to upperclassmen. So probably about 2 of the 3 are going to be for upperclassmen, but we think there's still going to be room for undergrads or for freshmen over there as well.
Gotcha.
Undergraduate students, we have about 7,000 undergraduate students on our campus. We have over 37 different countries represented, so we have a very diverse student body. That's something that's very important to us. Just being located in the nation's capital, having just a diverse city, having that represented on campus is a very important part of our campus. Of course, we're located in downtown DC. We're close to downtown DC in the district. So it's not uncommon for our students, while they're typically here on campus during the week, to be really involved with the DC Metro through internships. There's stuff happening on the weekends. There's just always something happening in the DC area. It's definitely one of the best places to live, as a young professional or as a college student. So some of the things our students do, festivals that are happening, the Smithsonian museums are all free for students or for everybody. There's a lot of really great restaurants, places to walk around, especially spring has sprung in DC, so it's been a really fun time just to see everybody walking around, going to the monuments, going to the museums, and just enjoying the nice weather. Another way we take advantage of DC is through internships. 90% of our students were fully employed or in grad school 6 months post-graduation, and that's due largely because 89% of our students complete at least one internship before graduating. Some of our students are doing 2 or 3. Most of them are in the DC area, but it's not a requirement. Some of our students do internships across country, they do their internships abroad, but just being located in DC, we have a number of internship opportunities right at our doorsteps. Our students can continue their internships not only in the summer, but throughout the year as well. I did mention we're looking at Embassy Row, so these are a few of the embassies. We take advantage of just being so close to having all these amazing ambassadors and people coming in to the DC area. This Friday, we have the Prime Minister of Canada coming to talk to our students about the Syrian refugee crisis. We're really, really excited about that. 2 weeks ago, we had Bill Nye coming, talking about the environmental, what's going on in the environment and the climate summit that happened in Paris a couple weeks ago. So we have amazing speakers coming to our campus all throughout the year, just from all different ranges of academic interest. 60% of our students stay abroad, so about 2/3 of our student population goes abroad. We have about 142 stay abroad programs. So you can really go abroad wherever you want to go, take different courses. We partner up with a number of different universities. So some students do a full year abroad, but other students just do a couple of weeks abroad throughout the summer. Average class size is going to be about 23 students. So we do try to keep class sizes fairly small. Less than 5% of our courses have over 40 students. And so having small course sizes is very important to us. Also, something we value is just even once you get into your major or you're in writing courses or science lab courses, class sizes drop to about 12 to 15 students. When I first went into a science lab course, I just couldn't believe that that was a full class, just because I attend a larger institution and just really need to have that one-on-one time with your professor.
Is the class size also about 23 for freshmen?
Yes.
Okay.
Like I said, less than 5% of our courses have over 40 students, and so there might be 1 or 2 courses that have close to 40 students, but most of the courses are going to be about 20 to 25 students. Student faculty ratio is 12 to 1. This is going to be kind of the other side of the quad where that first picture was taken from. The building that you see is going to be the K Spiritual Life Center, and that's where we represent, I think, 67 different religions on our campus. So wherever you practice, religious practice you participate in, we do hold services, festivals, at our K Spiritual Life Center. Also, we have groups and organizations. We were originally founded by the Methodists, but the only affiliation that we have with them is they give us a small percentage of our funding. Other than that, we really open our campus and really encourage students from all different religious practices to come practice on campus. Another great way to get into the DC Metro is through undergraduate research. These are some of our more popular research opportunities. We really encourage research at all levels, including undergraduate level. So even part of the application process, we're asking students what they would like to research once they come to our campus. So some of our most popular ones, my favorite is the film festival. Just you can see what students are working on, and they show them in the DC area. And so that's just a lot of fun for people to go out and enjoy. Brings in the community. Case competitions. It's not uncommon for our campus to be sending students to conferences or case competitions all over the country or even all over the world. One of my coworkers actually was in Rome. Rome and Barcelona presenting. She's in a master's program, but she was presenting at a conference over there. So it's really really popular for our students to partner up with a professor to do some research or participate in their own research projects. We're going to jump into our academic programs. We're going to quickly go through all of our programs. If you do have specific questions about a major, definitely try to get to those afterwards. So starting with the College of Arts and Sciences, this is going to be our largest college. And so all the majors that are listed here are going to be all within the College of Arts and Sciences. So this is going to be where you're going to find a majority of our majors. I'm going to point out some popular programs. We do offer 13 different languages. They're all listed on, I don't know, the far side of the screen. Biology and, sorry. Okay, biology and psychology are going to be two of our most popular programs. We do offer a pre-med program, and 88% of our students that graduate from our pre-med program are accepted into med school post-graduation. We're really close to NIH, the National Institute of Health. We're about 2 metro stops away from them. So research opportunities there include cancer research, drug research, so we do have a lot of hands-on opportunities. Another really neat program, we have audio technology, audio productions, which are fairly unique to our campus. Go-Grad School of Business. About 30 of the Fortune 500 companies are located in the DC metro, so that brings the number of students that are looking for business to our campus. Most of the business programs are going to be under business administration, so that's where you're going to find your more traditional business programs, such as international business, accounting, programs like that. If you are thinking international business, we also have business language and culture, which is going to be a more intensive international business program, where by junior, senior year, your courses will be taught in a foreign language. And then being located in DC, business entertainment is also very popular, just with all the sports teams that are in the DC area, also entertainment venues, such as the 930 Club, Meriwether Post Pavilion, and then also the museums, whether it's the Kennedy Center, or students that are doing more business within the museums. There's going to be a lot of really neat internships just being located in a major metropolitan area. School of Communications. I do have a personal bias towards this building since it is my favorite building on campus. We recently renovated, so it has all the, it has a full printing lab, so if you're into print journalism, we of course have a TV studio for our TV productions. But if you look at the outside, it actually looks really historical because the cornerstone of this building was laid by Teddy Roosevelt, who's my favorite president. So it's a very environmentally friendly building since that's something Teddy Roosevelt was very passionate about. But it does, once you get inside, I think it kind of tricks you because it does have some of the most up-to-date technology on our campus. So within the School of Communications, these are going to be all of our programs listed. Very well known for our journalism program. Across the street from our campus, there's NBC, also right down the street. There's a radio station that I see out my office window. There's also the Washington Post, so there's going to be a lot of really neat internships. But also Discovery Channel is located close by National Geographic, so that's another big draw to our campus. And then as you see, through our different schools that I've gone through so far, foreign language has always been really popular. So we try to connect it, so no matter what program you want to go into, we always try to make sure that there's a way for students to study foreign languages, encourage them to study abroad. Film and Media Arts, one of our growing programs on our campus. With the Film and Media Arts program, I always like to point out that over the summer, a couple of professors and some students did a full-length production, full-length film. It's now on Netflix. It's called Fort Bliss. It takes place in Texas, but it's completely done by our student faculty, and then all the audio, sound effects, and things that happen in our audio production lab. So if you want to see what our students, what our teachers are doing, check out Fort Bliss. It's on Netflix. It's free. And so I think it's a really well-done movie, and I'm just really proud that it was done on campus. And then everybody within the School of Communications, I like to point out, it's required that you also do a program outside the School of Communications because we really want our students to have something to communicate about, and so it's really encouraged that these students either have double major or major with a minor. This is going to be their School of International Service. From where this picture was taken, President Obama spoke here about the Iran deal this past summer. So he's been to campus 5 times at this point, but the last time he was on campus, it was from this perspective, and he was sitting in the School of International Service. This is going to be our largest draw to the university, our largest school that we have on campus. This is the largest School of International Service in the U.S., second in the world only to the University of Moscow. And all of our programs are going to be listed here. Everybody within the School of International Service is an International Studies major. And then there's going to be 7 different areas listed here, and all of our students pick from one of these different areas. In addition to one of these areas, so let's say you pick the global economy, you're going to pick an additional area of the world that you want to focus in. So you could do the global economy in Southeast Asia, or you're going to be taking courses in all the following areas. That's where you're going to do your focus on. So when it comes to time for debate time, or projects, or group study groups, that's going to be your area of expertise. And that's really how international affairs works. You have area of expertise, you share that, but there's also a give and take, so we try to foster that within the classroom. Then our last school, another big draw to the university, is the School of Public Affairs. A lot of students come to DC wanting to work in politics. So we have a traditional political science major, but we also have a really unique communications, legal, economics, and government. This is a self-made major. We call it CLEG. This was created by a student, and we kind of overtook it since it was such a great idea. So if you want to do anything within the political realm, it's really encouraged that you take courses in all 4 of these different areas, so that's why we created a major. Then if you are thinking law school post-graduation, we have Law and Society, which is the theory behind law, and Justice and Law, which is more the criminology side of law. So both of these programs will give you that pre-law concentration. So those are our academic programs. I'm going to talk now about housing. We do have a number of different residence halls on campus. They're all listed here. And housing is guaranteed for your first 2 years. Since we live in the northwest corridor of DC, there is going to be a lot of housing options outside of campus. And so a number of our students are living off campus, but we do have a number of grad students living on our campus as well. These are some of our different living learning communities. Just due to time constraints, I'm not going to go too in-depth about these programs. But we do have an honors program. We select 20 students a year to participate in the honors program, so it's a very small, competitive honors program. The 3-year scholars program, within these, if you want to major in any of these 3 areas, global scholars, politics, policy, and law, and public health, you could graduate within 3 years. That means that somewhere in between your freshman and sophomore year, junior year, you will be taking courses, doing internships, studying abroad. You just graduate in 3 years. So students thinking that of going on to med school or law school, this is going to be a big draw. Community-based research scholars and university college and AU scholars, they do a lot of community service and a lot of outreach within the DC area. So these are really popular for students, maybe coming not from the DC area that want to get to know other students, do some community service in the community, and also get to know DC a little bit better because they take field trips out to do service, they take field trips to check out museums throughout the week as well. Student life, groups and organizations, we have over 200 student clubs on campus. We are a Division I athletic program, and we have 14 Division I sports teams. Basketball is going to be our most popular sport. This year we're doing all right. The ACC tournament's going on this week in the DC area, so it's been a fun week for our basketball team. Even though we don't play in the ACC, we play in the Patriot League, but it's been fun to have those different teams on campus. But I would say volleyball is our most successful sport. Our women's volleyball team every year does make it to the championship. And then in addition to the Division I sports teams, we have 30 different club and intramural sports on campus. And then we have our blue crew that goes out and supports all of our sports teams. They're very passionate, they're very excited about our sports teams. So we do have a good turnout for a number of our home and away games. Community service is really big on our campus. I kind of talked about everything we get out of the DC area, so we try to give back as much as possible. Last year alone, we logged over 100,000 community service hours. A lot of this is done within the DC Metro, but it's not uncommon for our students to participate in community service abroad as well.